Are you not comfortable?
Who should I play?
I'll play Rowan.
Voten or Jarnock?
We need a front line.
We do. They need someone to play Nasus.
I can play Nasus. Oh, you know, I'll play Nasus. Why was I not thinking Nasus? He's so good.
Oh my god, because you had to pee, bro.
Oh my god, Rala. That's it.
So what do you play?
It's completely killing my ability to think, man.
Teldo's playing Teldo. Teldo's playing Teldo.
I was thinking I want to play a ranged character, but Nasus is a ranged character.
Tidal's OP, but it's more like they had Badassi.
No, Badassi, we had no front line. Zenobia is too weak early game for like.
And they had a Nasus Badassi.
We didn't have a team that can output enough damage for that early game.
Hey, that should almost work, guys. I'm gonna skill the slow, so.
Hey,
Looks fine to me, man.
They have a slow control.
Yeah, I'm gonna go full control with slow.
I'm not really like a front range Nasus, though. I'm like a range Nasus.
No, you gotta get in the fight, man.
Snipe.
Gotta
We
melee
have Tidal,
kick.
doesn't matter.
Guys, if we can just go for slow, we slow them down in the fight, we should be able to pick up.
Slow's an immobilize. I'm gonna spec immobilize Bolo, because why spec anything else?
Yeah.
Competitive guys.
I'm a little scared of Tidal still.
What are you playing? Totally scared of Tidal.
I was gonna say.
Oh, wait, he's playing Imani.
Having a good PAX.
It'll be fine, I'll play
Which is fine?
Yeah. Yeah, but we're gonna get steamroll in team fights.
No, we'll be fine.
No, we have Charnock, so.
Yeah, we have Charnock for AoE.
Someone has to protect.
But do we not have an HK?
Remember that he can't talk, so he's like trying to relay information to you guys. So
Wait.
he wants someone to defend him.
and somebody else play Nasus? I'd rather have two really strong frontline guys than this many range.
Yeah.
We're good.
They just don't have that shot.
Just YOLO it.
That person calling the shots. I felt like.
Yeah, we got you. Someone's gonna protect you. Yeah, Nasus usually should be like.
They're not running Vidasi.
Together.
So
I went HK, man.
that makes things hurt slightly less.
HK is tanky enough, man.
Yeah, HK super tanky.
And when they don't have Vidasi, so we don't have to worry about that.
Alrighty, off we go.
Oh my god, best friend worlds!
No. Alright, so the character on the main screen here is Voden. Voden is an awesome ranged hero. Really good at going hybrid, DPS, or full-on support. A lot of poison damage, a lot of slows. Really good for helping the enemy team out.
Trip in the middle.
Yep.
Seer, moving up.
You notice how quickly both of these teams captured all 3 points, the ones that they needed to. Then they rotate to the appropriate points.
I hear.
I'm going on spend.
So Voden's going to be trying to focus us down here real quick. Going to be dropping the healing spring there just to back up the team. Sven taking a small amount of damage there. HK trying to focus down the Voden.
Nice, guys.
Roland's up top.
Trip.
Pulling back, we're pulling back.
Voden has a charge shot. The longer you charge, the more damage it's going to deal. So Voden right now is really trying to kind of block the enemy team out from the entrance right there. Doing a really good job.
Guys, I need to heal a little bit. Stack on C.
Both teams kind of using the ledges to their advantages. The verticality in this game is really important.
Back up.
Voden instantly sees enemy player there, dropping that healing spring, really trying to help out the team. Really good focus by this team over here.
Sven as well. I am rotating down.
So right now they're trying to push into the enemy capture point. They're doing a really good job of just focusing the correct targets. Voden taking a lot of damage. They're going to try and back up there. Sven's going to be offering some support there as well. And the team's going to back up just a small amount there.
I got Trip.
Luna's going to be able to heal Voden a little bit quicker than normal there.
He's gone.
I got Nasus on me.
Trip on me.
Oh.
She's out.
Trip just went flying.
So Voden just fired one of his poison abilities. A lot of good dot damage onto that character right there.
Bonnie's in the window.
Okay, there's also a roll.
So right now they're focusing on the enemy Amani. Amani's really powerful when it comes to long range attacks. Really trying to shut her down and really kind of focusing on making sure that Amani does not mess with the rest of the team. Controlling Amani when there's Amani on the enemy team is extremely important. So they're doing a really good job at focusing, pushing in, trying to grab this capture point here. Voden's going to throw down that poison, really kind of focusing on this HK right here. Here comes Charnock. He's going to use that leap ability to get away. Very nice control play there by Voden. Voden going to be focusing on this Charnock right now, Charnock's going to be dealing a lot of burning damage to the team. But unfortunately, Charnock does go down. Amani is going to be focused here once again by Voden. Voden does have that focus available. He is taking a small amount of damage, going to use that cliff to its advantage there, dropping down that healing spring. HK is going to come back, trying and focusing down this Voden. Nasus is extremely low, going to possibly sacrifice himself for the kill. Unfortunately, that does not happen. Nasus is going to go down here. Voden's going to try and predict where HK is going, and good teamwork there.
I'm gonna spawn.
Hey, we got you.
So the young Cerberus is really useful. If you upgrade it, you're able to see the enemy team and their movements. So that's really important to have in a smaller map like this one.
Okay, they're on the serve.
So once again, Voden's just saving that focus for when he needs it. They're gonna back out because HK and Charnock deal a lot of damage real quick. Healing Spring once again dropped down by Voden. Going to be using that verticality once again to try and get some scouting information there. Trip kind of stuck on the wall there, unfortunately, but she's going to be able to get out there in no time. Still, that focus is available by Voden. There goes that poison arrow once again. Really trying to deal a lot of damage there, but he's going to be focused and trying to get out there. Healing Spring drop down once again. Going to be focusing on this Charnock here. Voden's going to dodge backwards, really trying to grab that Charnock. Going to pull back once again. We did see Charnock use his focus ability right there. A lot of damage being going out. Another healing spring dropped down there by that Voden.
Let's not do this.
Okay, just pull back, guys.
So Sven just goes down almost instantly there. A lot of damage being taken onto the HK. HK's going to go down there, unfortunately, as well. The healing spring on Voden is on cooldown for another 9 seconds. He's going to try and defend this point as much as possible. That Bloomer's going to be able to really give him some nice supportive heals, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. So when you die, you share the respawn with your team. You really have to remember that if you're the last one alive, to try and not die, so your team can respawn as quickly as possible. So Voden's going to respawn.
Go for machine. Going for him right now.
It's also really important that you do not use all your sprint while you're running. If you do, it's a little bit longer time to regenerate your stamina bar.
I'm going on C. I'm going to take her.
So Voden's going to drop that healing spring once again. Use that verticality to jump up there. Going to try and focus down this Bloomer and really kind of try and force the enemy team to the point to try and distract them from the Guardian. The Guardian right now is taking a little bit of wound damage right now, but the enemy team's doing a pretty good job at doing some defense. So Voden right now is kind of taking advantage and killing the Bloomer while his entire team is distracted. So the Bloomer does do a lot of damage, but that clone and the healing spring from Voden's going to be able to really sustain him very well, and he'll be able to take out the Bloomer. He might be able to summon, but you have to be careful for that reflect shield right there. And Trip's going to come in and finish the job there. So good teamwork there by Trip and Voden.
So we got some support for.
So you notice how they didn't actually cap the point; they just decapped. You don't always want to actually cap a point. It's very important to really kind of know where the enemy team is right there. HK's low. He's going to drop down that healing spring. The healing spring plus that Bloomer is going to do a lot of really good healing to that HK. Going to heal him almost full there. So Voden decided to use his focus to upgrade the Bloomer into something a little bit more powerful, giving his team a much gretter AoE heal and a much really good kind of buff for his team. So the more people that stand in that green circle, the faster this is going to summon. So they're going to try and stay there as much as possible while being able to defend this point here. So once again, Voden really trying to pull out the enemy team, trying to get the focus more attention on him because he's so mobile. So now that they have the bigger Bloomer there, they're going to have a much easier time pushing into that enemy team.
They're looking to fight at me. Yeah, they're all coming in all around.
Voden just biding his time, really kind of using that terrain to his advantage right there. HK going to come up, dropping that healing spring once again, just in case he needs to leap up and get away there. Sven and Nasus up on the top left, really trying to focus down a few members of the other team there. So Voden once again going to try and get that Amani really kind of down. Voden's focus is almost up, so if he's able to get that focus off on Amani, Amani's not going to be able to move for a couple seconds. That's going to really hinder her ability to help the team. So Voden once again just really trying to watch where that Amani's going, really trying to make it difficult for Amani to really do anything. Again, it's just really important to control that Amani. Focusing Taito now. again,
Can you guys
that
come with me?
Amani just is not able to really do anything with that Voden, just completely completely
I'm up
watching
in three.
for that ledge there.
We gotta push
So the
together.
enemy Guardian's going to push. Voden right now is going to try and up that blue bar at the top left corner for the Guardian. They want the Guardian to have a really good shield, so the wound does not take as quickly to kill.
Stop the trip, stop the trip.
So once again, Voden really trying to get that blue shield up there. The Cyclone's going to be a problem though. He's going to be able to dodge that away. Unfortunately, he's going to have to turn and focus Taito here. He could use his focus to slow him down. I'm not sure if he's going to. There goes that focus, pinning him down. Nice job there on that focus, allowing Gnosis to pick up the kill. Really good defense. Really good defense. So we have HK up here on the top right of the cliff here. Gnosis is going to come down, and we are going to see the healing spring dropped here once again by Voden. Yeah, very huge focus there by Gnosis and Voden being able to take down that HK.
Well, we got a good chunk of the wound, so.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
So Voden's team's doing just an excellent job, a really good defense there. That focus use onto Taito pretty much secured them a guaranteed defense there. So it's really important to just kind of know when to use that focus, whether to upgrade or to actually use it in a team fight. Once again, Voden really trying to focus on Amani, making sure that she does not really do anything for the enemy team. And that is really what's winning them some really good map control right now.
I got four. Stop the pressuring the bloomer. I got Aza.
Voden going to use that healing spring once again to allow his team to come up onto that ledge there, and they're going to try and focus this focus bloomer down. DBS is going out pretty well. The enemy team's going to come in and really try and get some good defense there. A lot of heals going down onto that enemy bloomer. That's going to go down there. Focus is available. Charnock's going to come in and really try and get that Voden out of the way. Voden taking a lot of damage here. Way too much damage for him to actually do anything.
Push deep. Pressure. I'm on trip.
So Trip's in a lot of trouble here as well. He's going to use the flash dance to get away. Flash dance, of course, is going to be able to allow him to go into stealth. The team here is going to respawn and really try and go back into the D point there. And Trip is really trying to do a lot of defense. Voden does have that focus up, so he's going to be able to pinpoint some of the team down front for that escape there. He gets a ton of focus into his focus there. Taito going to be focused down the Voden. Unfortunately, healing spring going to be dropped down. HK going to be able to do some really good support there, and they're going to be able to push the enemy team out of the way. So really good defense. Very quick reaction time there. So what they're going to do is they're going to counter push right now. They're really going to try and get another wound onto the enemy Guardian here. A healing spring goes down here once again, really trying to give his teammate that extra support, giving him some a little bit more area to kind of work around there. Taito did just use his focus on Voden. Voden is bleeding a lot of damage, and Voden does go down. So Taito's focus, it does initial damage, and it'll tick 3 times, and it's very powerful. You really got to watch out for that.
It's gonna be hard. Build shield.
So Sven right now a little bit low, taking a lot of damage, and he's going to be able to drop his healing flask, but unfortunately that is not going to be enough. He does go down. Gnosis also getting focused here once again. Now, you notice that now that Voden is not actually alive, the Amani is doing so much work to the enemy team. Amani is just a really good range carry there.
She's on S here.
She turned around.
So right now, Trip is trying to get into the enemy backline to get that wound, but the enemy team is just doing so much work on that defense. Voden here once again really focusing on the Amani, pushing her out of the way, using that healing spring to get a lot of damage and a lot of really good verticality, almost taking out the Amani there. HK also going to be pushed back and using a lot of his AoE and knockback to just kind of seal the enemy team and make sure that defense is really solid there.
He's so close to being dead.
So Charnock is in a lot of trouble, taking a lot of damage from Voden right now. Voden doing a great job at landing all of those shots.
Yeah, we got a healer. Stand there. Careful.
Yeah,
Alright, pull out of combat.
They're pushing towards me.
Trip. Upgrade B to a tough serve. Don't upgrade C right now.
I don't have tough serves.
I'll get there. I'm almost there.
Again, Voden just constantly looking for Amani, just making sure that she does not do anything. A really good engagement here by Voden. HK going to back him up there. Taito going to come in, focusing on that Voden. Voden does a great job. Charnock's focus is going to come out doing a lot of burning damage, a lot of AoE there. Voden's going to be forced to back out once again.
Trip. I'm on Trip. I'm on Sven. Sven is dead.
Nice. Group up. Pull back. I'm going to a serve.
Upgrading?
Yeah, upgrading. Shouldn't we go? How many are alive? They only have...
Jump Firefly.
You're solo. You're solo.
Okay, they got me with the slow, pulling around.
So right now, Trip on this screen over here is getting damaged by Charnock. Charnock can deal a lot of damage to the melee characters with his right mouse button ability. He's got to really kind of watch it. Trip right now is a little bit squishy, so she has to be really careful to make sure that whenever she does engage, that she is not going to get CC'd down or really kind of focused. So right now, she backed off. She's going to use that electric slide to focus the Roland. Going to be using that focus to deal a lot of damage. And she's going to come in and try and pick off targets as much as possible. The enemy team is very distracted. They're going to focus up on that Charnock. Charnock is going to go down there by the HK and Trip.
Damn. That's man.
Trip once again just kind of biding her time, really making sure that she is just, she's really picking her targets very, very carefully. Once again, HK and Trip taking a really good teamwork and making sure that the enemy team is getting focused down, focusing the main targets down that do a lot of damage. HK going to go down, and unfortunately taking a lot of damage there from that Taito.
Yep.
I'm almost up.
Yep. We're gonna get him.
I'm up in
He's
3,
right now.
2.
Voden and once again focusing that HK, really trying to put pressure the enemy team.
Damn, he got the mortar.
There we go.
Good job, guys. Let's keep it up. All right, let's get the focus up.
Upgrade at C, guys.
Stop
Upgrade.
trying to fight C. We can push D.
Okay. He's upgraded.
Both teams just kind of pulling back, kind of resetting, just trying to get their bearings again.
Yeah, wait, let's just, exactly.
They're incoming.
So right now, Trip is looking for an opening. He does spot Taito in the background. Unfortunately, he does miss that electric slide. Trip going to use those daggers and the flash dance to really try and bait the enemy team to try and look for him.
There'll be. Wipe him. Wipe him.
We got them in a corner. We can do it, boys.
I'm cutting them off.
So right now, the enemy team is getting really pressured, really close to their spawn point. So they got to really be careful. Trip is going to be able to really focus down this Roland really quickly here. Roland having a lot of trouble with this Trip, and Trip actually taking a lot of damage from the enemy team right now.
Trip got like 3 of us in the back.
She's gonna open up on me again.
Trip's going to have to really be careful. She's really low.
I gotta leave this place.
Voden also doing a really good job at just dropping those healing springs as well. Really good support there.
Can we get to C?
What did we put down on B? Was it a tough serve?
Yeah.
So Trip's going to go in, really try and take out the bloomer there.
Wipe him.
Once again, just pushing into the enemy cave, really just keeping the pressure on, really making sure that the enemy team is not able to push out as much as they really want to. Trip once again focusing down that HK, gonna back off again. It's just not the appropriate time.
I'm trying. That one.
So Trip's kind of sneaking into the back line here, gonna be able to get that wound really quickly.
Nice.
Trip excels at getting that wound. Real close on that wound. Real close.
All right, this is flash. We got a good flash.
So Trip is able to really focus down a lot of really squishy characters like Amani, like Roland, Sven as well. So Trip is a really good, excellent counter to some of the higher burst DPS classes. So Trip actually going to use that focus onto the Roland. Roland goes down almost immediately there. She is going to be able to get away. Flash dance used once again.
Somebody at C. I'm down. I took the top serve.
So the Charnock focus just missed that Trip, and that's going to be a huge detriment to the enemy team right now. Charnock without a focus is a sad Charnock. Trip's extremely low there. That HK really trying to use that mortar strike to try and find where Trip is. Trip's going to be able to get away though.
Yeah, summon D. I have a focus. Once it's summoned, I can upgrade it.
I'm on their point right now.
Okay, just be careful. We don't know where they are. We got no vision. I'll sit here and help at some.
They're putting a Cerberus
in the middle,
They're
in
back
the
line.
center.
They're heading towards C right now.
Oh, he knocked me out.
Somebody
Wow.
Somebody got out.
All right.
I'll give you speed so you can get
Stay on
out.
full.
Yeah, you're doing it now.
So Mani's going to come in, and she's going to try and support again from that ledge. But she really has to be careful for that Voden. Voden's been on her butt all match. She really has to be careful. Amani's really, really good at slowing targets down with those ice bolts, or she can knock targets away with the boom bolts.
Click on the thing again.
So she's actually doing a really decent amount of damage there from that ledge, but Voden is just constantly on her, just really making sure that she stays out of the fight, and that's really important right
We
now.
can get this push. Let's focus.
So I mean, once again, Voden and Amani just duking it out over and over and over again.
Push up into that.
Unfortunately, Amani is kind of losing the high ledge battle. Voden is just doing such a good job at just keeping her pinned down. That poison damage that Amani receives from Voden is really, really important.
But Amani, man.
Nice. Don't try to peek where I'm money.
Trip extremely low, going to use that electric slide once again to try and get away. Flash dance going to be used again. She's really trying to kind of positioning herself there to try and escape. HK is going to use that mortar to try and find where she's at. But unfortunately, there is no bloomer to heal Trip right now. So Trip's going to have to wait a couple seconds to get that HP and stamina regen. Amani once again really trying to find her targets. Trip's going to have to be careful. Amani can do a lot of damage onto squishy targets like Trip.
You're close. Okay.
I tried to pull him off.
Amani focusing on that HK, really trying to just get him off the support role there. Sven actually in a lot of trouble getting focused there by Amani. Nas is also getting focused there, dealing a lot of damage. So we're going to have to be careful there. The enemy Guardian is going to push there. Voden actually very, very low. Going to be focused there by Taito. Taito is going to, nice focus there by Voden. Unfortunately, Voden does go down there. Trip is also going to be trying to take out this Charnock here and taking a lot of damage. Going to have to get out. Using those dodge and those movement abilities for Trip. Trip is very mobile.
Push. I'm pushing.
So Trip's going to try and focus down this HK using that flash dance. Nicely done to their Trip. Very, very good use of that flash dance.
Somebody take D.
I'm on the one.
We're with you, Mango. We're with you.
So when the Guardian is down, Amani is really, really good at getting that wound, as you saw. But Trip comes in and immediately mops up Amani.
Guys, I'm killing the mountain cyclops here.
So the clash is happening now. So what happens in the clash is the map doesn't actually become smaller, but the Guardians push into each other and really kind of force players to kind of do an all-out brawl. Kills count for double the power on the bar at the top, and you really have to be careful. This is when teams that are down by a lot can come back almost instantly. So you really, really have to work as a team and focus the right targets. So Trip's going to help his teammate there, really try and take down the enemy buffs. Once the creatures die, you don't get them back. You cannot resummon. So it's really important to kind of keep your creatures alive, getting those passive buffs. Amani really excels at the clash, really being able to kind of control the battlefield a lot more because players are kind of forced into a box. So she's going to be able to really help her team a lot more than she has been previously. Voden's going to have to be on her like glue just once again, just really try and make sure that she is not anywhere near there. So Trip's actually going to find Amani right there, going to use that focus. Wow, that was a fast kill by Trip. Trip's focus is just amazing. So much damage, very, very quick. So they have the push right now, and you see that there's a small sliver of the first wound bar. So they don't really have to worry about it. The Guardian will pretty much do the work for them. So that they can focus on defending their points and making sure that their points are really secure. They don't want their creatures to die. So right now, the enemy team only has 2 points to 3. That's a huge advantage for one team over the other.
Like if Teldo can get something, we can fight there.
We need one creature, otherwise they will get the push first.
Amani once again trying to find a ledge, trying to find a good spot to snipe from. And she's having a real hard time this match. Voden has just been on her so much. Trip once again just trying to use that cover, really trying to look for that opening. That flash dance going to be used. Really looking for that opening. He's going to try and focus on Taito, and he does not find it. She instantly turns around, uses an electric slide to escape. So Trip using her movement abilities almost perfectly. Mani once again being just really trying to scout out for the enemy team right now. Unfortunately, Voden just really doing a good job at shutting her
Someone in
down.
her back, someone in her back. They're going for
Going
they're
up back.
going
I'm
for
gonna do the same.
Yeah.
One go back, one go back, one go back.
Someone go to A, someone go to A.
Just me and one other person. Okay, I'll stay here.
I'll go. Or you go, HK.
So it looks like Trip was going to try and grab one of the creatures, but she was spotted out by the enemy team. She's going to use Flash Dance. She's going to be really, really patient and see if she can possibly pick off a target. She's going to use that electric slide to just completely get away and bring her to safety. Amani is going to be focusing down that Sven, really trying to do a lot of damage with those false bolts. Nasus trying to throw spears at Amani right now, but when it comes to the range battle, Amani's going to win that every time.
I still in power with my
Trip again, just looking for that opening, just really constantly trying to find that opening, trying to find that really weak target.
I'm on spin.
So Trip's going to engage right here, going to use that flash dance, going to use that electric slide to really try and burst down targets. She's going to use that dash to get away because she's not in a good spot right now. She needs to get out.
Ken, don't go around that.
Monty once again just really trying to fight that battle, trying to fight the Voden, just really trying to pin him down.
It's okay, that's what everyone will remember.
Trip once again really trying to position herself in a really good spot to possibly take some of the creatures down or possibly steal power.
Okay, go for it. Tell me when.
Monty once again just doing a really good job at just kind of pinpointing her targets, making sure that they stay where they need to be.
I'm ready to back you up.
Oh, no,
Lancer's on you, Lancer's on you. To me. Slow, drop him.
Okay, let's go. Push in. We have 4.
Trip's going to be focusing on that Amani there. Amani's going to try and get away there, and it looks like she is going to get away.
They're giving it to me again.
Trip's going to use that flash dance once again to try and focus the target. Going to pick off that Roland here. Roland in a lot of trouble. We do see the Charnok ultimate coming out. A lot of damage onto that Trip. Trip going to really try and run away there. Trip barely living with a sliver of health.
Get D, push it.
You saw that the Charnok focus deals a ton of damage. So Trip really has to be careful to make sure that she's not going to be in there. So it looks like that this could be another wound for the enemy team right now. They're in a lot of trouble. They really need to try and defend, try and get that wound there. Voden and Trip dealing a lot of damage, going to be using all their abilities to the maximum capability here. Trip is extremely low, going to try and jump out, come back with the electric slide, and she's going to go down there. They did recover once again. So it was really, really good defense right there. Really good defense. Monty really trying to focus down that Nasus, who is a little bit low there. She's unfortunately trying to look for him, but I don't think she's going to be able to find him.
We can't lose here.
Drop it, everybody drop it. Burn it down. Sven.
So Monty is actually doing a really good job at really kind of trying to focus the targets that she's attacking right now. And it looks like she's going for Sven.
Yeah.
Sven is a really good target for her to try and take down. Sven does a lot of really good healing. He breaks armor and catches people on fire.
Get out. Oh, man. Just keep running. Don't look back. You can't have Trip when you have trouble.
Okay, ready?
Trip's still trying to look for another target here. Going to use that flash dance once again to try and engage a target.
I'm back in 12 seconds.
Just defend. Nobody dies.
I thought it was just 2 in front of their guys.
I'm on spin. Oh, fuck.
Voden going to be trying to focus on that Kaido once again. Going to actually be forced to pull back there.
No, just don't die.
Monty going to reset her position, looking for another position to try and help her team out right now. Nasus a little out of position, getting hit there by Amani's Frostbolt.
They're all in the middle.
They're rotating to D.
Trip unfortunately gets hit by the Cyclone, gets knocked back. Trip's HP pool is very low, so she really can't afford any damage that's unnecessary.
Watch the AoE.
We almost got it. Push us 5. Push him.
Monty and Trip both just kind of setting, really kind of looking for those targets there. Trip was thinking about going in on that Cerberus, but decided against it. It looks like Trip's going to try and steal some power here, and that's going to be really important. But unfortunately, the Cyclone does go down. Going to be forced to use that flash dance and double dash.
They're so low. I want to go kill them.
all that stamina is gone right now. So she's going to use the electric slide, get away. She should be safe for the time being unless Tidal does pursue.
They're getting power though. That's the only concern.
Push up.
So Amani just really constantly trying to find targets, having a hard time trying to find targets right now.
Trips over here.
We're good. We got the push.
The enemy team is doing a really good job of just kind of focusing Amani and making sure that she does not really do anything. And that's been one of the key plays most of the game here. And
Go for the kill. Go for the kill. Go for one. Go for one. Just go all out. Just go all out.
so they have to play defense here. Voden's going to try and grab that focus. He is going to get a couple people. Charnock extremely low. Going to try and get some burning damage on here. It's going to be close.
Nice.